Terrorists in Sopore have killed a policeman and injured a panchayat candidate, poll candidate Maqbool, shot at by terrorists. And in fact, as we've been given to understand, he was attacked for standing for panchayat polls. Now, at the same time, where the poll candidate was injured, a policeman was also killed in the gunfight. Fareed joining us with more on this. Fareed, give us the details.
Well, yes, Mohammad Maqbool Butt, a Panchayati poll candidate who was injured. In fact, this incident took place late last night when Mohammad Maqbool Butt was intercepted by a few militants in the Vadura area of Sopore, and immediately he was shot at. He was injured. He received a bullet injury on his leg and he was shifted to the hospital. But the most surprising part that has come up now is that Mohammad Maqbool Butt, even though he received this bullet injury, and in fact before that also he was threatened by the militants through letters wherein he was told by militants to desist from participating in the Panchayati elections, he has taken a daring stand against the militants. He spoke 2 times now and he's saying that he will still contest the elections. He says that he was threatened by the militants, but this will not break his resolve. He is out there for the people. He knows the problems that the people face in this old, rural area of Sopore. There's no water, electricity, there's nothing. So he really wants to fight for the people, and this really is a daring stand, considering that before him we haven't seen such a thing happening. There have been militants have threatened various Panchayati poll candidates at various places of the valley, and they have immediately taken back their nomination, fearing that they'll be killed. But this person has received a bullet. He has been threatened, but he has taken a very brave front. He has taken on the militants, and he's saying that he will continue and he will fight the elections come what may. Even if he has to sacrifice his life, he will fight the elections and he will not be bowed down by these threats. He's undergoing a surgery at this time in the hospital, but in fact even this attack hasn't broken his resolve, and he's saying that he's going to fight on and he'll fight these elections, these Panchayati elections in Sopore, which let me tell you is a hotbed of militancy, and very few people really have the courage to take on the militants anywhere, and especially in Sopore. So really a brave, very brave stand taken by this Panchayati poll candidate.
That's right. In fact, let's listen in now to Mohammad Maqbool Butt, the one who's braved the attack from the terrorist, managed to survive and is still promising to fight the elections.
मैं एक पॉलिटिक्स का आदमी हूँ, मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी का हूँ। मुझे अपने कायद का इज्जत रखना है, उसका इज्जत मुझे बाहर रखना है। अगर मैं खुदा न खास्ता मुझे मरना भी पड़ेगा तो मरहूम के नाम पर वहाँ पर सरपंच से मरहूम इलेक्शन में हिस्सा लूँगा। हाँ, इलेक्शन में।
Well, one thing is certain, Fareed, with what has happened to this candidate, it will make him more popular. His chances of winning will also be going higher. There will be an element of sympathy now towards him. But tell us, has there been any kind of enmity between him and the terrorists? Why was he particularly attacked? What is the cause that he was really fighting for, that he came towards the receiving end of the terrorists?
Well, Harishri, in Sopore, it's not a matter of who wins or loses. In Sopore, it's just the fact that if anyone stands there and really goes against the militant call. Now, let me tell you, the militants have given a clear diktat across the valley, in every place of the valley, to the people to desist from participating in elections, and in fact have no connection with these Panchayati elections. So that is why this case of Mohammad Maqbool is pretty daring, considering that in Sopore, now leave alone in other parts of the valley, there are elections that have taken place and people have participated, but in Sopore, Sopore is a hotbed of militancy. Now very few people have the courage to really stand up against the militants there, but here we have this man who has been shot in the leg yesterday, who in fact has seen, it's a kind of a rendezvous with death he had yesterday, but still in spite of that, this attack hasn't broken his resolve. Today he's on the hospital bed, but he has the courage to say that he will fight on, and this attack will not prevent him from really participating in the election. So clearly a very brave thing really done by this Panchayati poll candidate, and at this time he's undergoing surgery, but that in no way has desisted him or has really broken his resolve to fight these elections. Harishri?